Talk. This is our inaugural episode. Thank you all for joining us. Cheers, Maria.
Cheers, Lisa.
This is Lisa and Maria.
Maria and Lisa.
And this is Small Talk, where we talk about relationships and all sorts of stuff. Maria, you want to tell us a little bit about why we started this blog?
Well, basically, I think we just want to have a show about how to be independent single women and talk about relationships and why it's all good just to be out there on your own, enjoying life. And I'm starting to write a book about how to be, a strong, independent woman, but how it's a good thing, because it really is. And Lisa and I have a lot of fun. And we do have our different views, so that's where we all want you to tell us who you agree with more or not.
Or if you don't agree with either of us, that's cool too.
Yeah.
We want to hear from you.
And so basically it's the idea of like, why are the two of us here? And why are we both not dating? Why did we choose not to date? Because I see it as a choice. We could be out there dating, but I prefer just to be, out with my friends and not dating at all.
Yeah.
What about you?
Having fun. I feel like when I'm in a relationship, I seem to be more stressed. I actually feel more lonely. I have so much fun when I'm not dating. And I feel like, why have all that stress if I don't need to? And so at this point, I'm just enjoying having friends and doing things and not having to report to anyone or ask permission or check with anyone and upset them. So it's just so easy right now to enjoy my life as I have for the last year as a single person, and I'm having a blast.
And I've been enjoying my life for like the last 5 years since I got a divorce, and it's really been great. And I think the big question that we have is, do you think we're ever going to date again? I've done the single dating, I've done the online dating, I've dated and dated. And I just think to myself, you know what, no, I'm not going to date ever again. And that's just because, I know what I like, I know what I'm looking for. If I even find it, that's great. If not, well, that's okay too. And I think I have a 0% chance of really meeting the person I'm looking for, because
0%?
Yeah, 0%.
Okay, so on a scale of 1 to 10, you would give yourself a 0 that you're ever going to date again.
I would give myself a 0.
Ever is a long time.
Ever. I know, ever is a very long time. So it's forever. It's for the rest of my life. Because I have this fairy tale, even though I'm a single independent woman, and I just have this fairy tale version of me. I know what I want. I want that prince. I want that guy who's fantastic and great and nice. Does he exist? Oh, probably not, because we live in Phoenix.
But you used to live in Canada.
I used to live in Canada, but
they're not there either.
I haven't dated in Canada in years.
Oh, I
so
see.
I don't know.
Well, I do think that there are good guys out there. I just haven't been lucky enough to. Actually, I shouldn't say that. I've dated very good guys, awesome guys. They just haven't been the good guy for me. And I haven't really had a really bad experience like a lot of women have. I just haven't met the right guy for me. And I think, honestly, a lot of my issue is more me when I'm in a relationship. I'm the one that's more stressed. And I, maybe have higher standards too, like Maria. When I'm in the relationship, I don't seem to have it so much as far as being as picky when I'm choosing a person to date, because dating to me is not that big of a deal.
No.
It's more for me when I have a boyfriend that maybe I just have higher standards and I don't like certain things, and it's easier for me to sort of walk away from that because I do love being single.
Well, that's different, because
Yes.
guys don't even make it to first base. Basically.
They don't make it to a second date.
They don't make it to a second date. If they're lucky, if they even make it to a first date. That's how high my standards are.
But I have to say, Maria's had some weird experiences in her dating life that I think are not good. Just like silly, not being very gentlemanly, not being approachable.
No gentlemanly.
I think that's been your issue. If you
Yeah.
even had a normal date, I think you'd see things differently.
I've never had a
She
normal
gets
date.
the guys who want to buy her water,
Yeah.
actually, if it's free.
It's awful.
And they want to take her hiking.
the hiking
We
dates.
both hate hiking. That's one thing we
And
agree on.
the free dates, the hiking date, the let's hang out dates. Do I look like somebody who wants to just be hanging out? No, I don't want to be hanging out. I want to go on sophisticated dates. And that's because I've traveled the world, I've lived all around the world, and that's what I'm looking for. So Lisa, what are your chances, do you think, of ever dating again?
Dating, I think that I probably will in 2014 have a date.
Oh, that's so great.
Yeah, a date, not a boyfriend. We're talking a date.
You're better off than I am.
And the date will last, I will probably date the guy on 3 dates and then I'll move on.
Oh my
That's my
gosh.
prediction, but I
That's
don't
a
know.
bold
And not because I think
prediction.
men are all bad, just because I feel like it's not worth it for me unless the guy was absolutely fantastic for me to deal with the stress, deal with the reporting to somebody, deal with not being able to do the things I want to do because I want to spend time with him. And so that means usually with the guys I date, sitting home and watching TV a lot. I'm not that kind of a person. I'm not a homebody.
I'm not gonna
So
go there
for me
either.
to think about like doing that with the relationship thing, it's not like I'm against them, but for me, they just seem so stressful that I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm having a blast. This last year, check my Facebook page.
Yeah, Lisa's out all the time doing different things, and it's great, meeting
Yeah.
characters and not being committed to anybody. So, yeah, I think that's the best thing. And you talk about not having to report to somebody. Yeah, that's the other thing, or having to go on boring dates.
Mhm.
But you're still more hopeful than I am if you want to go on 3 dates.
Yeah.
So, you're even willing to go on 3 dates in
Yeah.
2014.
Yes.
I'm still not really there. And also I'm writing a book too this year, so on, how to just be, out there on your own. So I think I need to test those waters for a year. But you can hear all of my crazy dating stories in the next episode.
And that was Lola making a guest appearance. Lola, what are you barking
I know,
at?
you're gonna hear all about our pets.
So we're at my house this time, so my little dog, who hardly ever barks, is barking right now. Sorry about that.
And we want a poll. We want to know if you think who's going to date first again or ever. And I think it's going to be Lisa.
But as far as relationships go, what do you feel about that too? Do you feel like, whether me and Maria are going to date again or when, put all that in there. But also if you agree with either of us on how we see relationships, maybe you see them differently. We'd love to hear from people in a relationship that's successful. We'd love that. Or people who haven't had that success but have a hard time being alone. So tell us what you think. We'd love to hear from you. So,
We want to start that dialogue. Oh, we have our fortune cookies.
oh, and we have our fortune
We have
cookies
fortune
today.
cookies for this inaugural.
So we have to open them on camera so we can predict our future.
Right, because what's going to happen to us?
This is
gonna
it
be
right here.
Interesting. You go first.
Okay, if I can open mine. I don't eat the cookie because I don't like them, but I love
I like the
it.
fortune.
But you have to break the cookie to get the fortune, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so mine says, remember to share good fortune with friends.
Oh, that's perfect. I love
Perfect.
it.
That's my life.
That's perfect. Okay, and what does mine say? Oh, I love this. A financial investment will yield returns beyond your hopes.
Well, there you go. That is what,
That's
this is going to
me.
be your book. It's going to be a bestseller. It's not published yet, but when it is, we will let you know so that you can help her have that fortune.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for joining us on our first episode of Small Talk. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Is it all sticking up?
It's perfect. You have the perfect blowout.
This is Maria.
And this is
I don't know
Lisa
why I
and Maria.
introduced you. This is Lisa and Maria.
This is Lisa and Maria. Maria and Lisa. Let's do it again. Take two.
This is Lisa and Maria.
Well, let's start off from the very beginning.
Oh, from the beginning? Okay.
Let's start off from the beginning.
Okay.
And this is, I'm Maria. This is Lisa. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, from the beginning. Take 3.
Wait, are we even? Okay.
Take 3.
Take 3.
We're going to have that for the blooper again.
I know.